Hey, namaskar everyone, how are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic, and hopefully everybody's been having a smooth transition into the new year. If you're new to the channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. I definitely appreciate it. And if you're already subscribed and you watch my videos, you're probably thinking, hey, he's about to take us on another adventure through Mill Creek Park. We're not in Mill Creek Park. Definitely not in Mill Creek Park, but we still are in Bombtown, USA. That's right, we're still in Youngstown, Ohio, and I'm at a totally different park. I'm actually on the east side of Youngstown, and as you can see around me, it's pretty grim to look at. It's almost depressing to look at, but if you look in history, and this whole area that I'm at right now has a pretty cool history to it, not just the park. And this is Lincoln Park on the east side of Youngstown. Like I said, it's pretty grim, it's depressing. And if you look at the old photos, this actually was a public pool here. They had a pavilion, there were people picnicking. It was a really nice area to be in. It looked like it was, you know, it wasn't Mill Creek Park, but it was an awesome green space for the people back then. Yeah, I went down here and I was checking this bridge out. Don't think nobody's driving across that. But yeah, it's still, I think that it's a shame. It's a shame that it's like this. I actually don't even know if you're allowed to be walking through here. I don't know. I know you cannot drive through here. All the entrances and stuff are closed. And this park actually closed in the mid 80s, I believe. Yeah, see, there's one of the roads that would have came down here. There's a blue jay over there. But yeah, this is one heck of a green space. Man, it's awesome back here. Big squirrel nest over there. But yeah, this Lincoln Park, east side of Youngstown, it closed in the mid 80s. But this was their public pool area. This was where families came to picnic and stuff like that. I don't know why it closed, but it is. And I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that would have been the pool area or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, Lincoln Park. I have to be honest with you, I've never been here before, ever. This wasn't my side of town. I grew up on the west side of Youngstown. I actually grew up on the west side of Youngstown, moved, and then came back. That's actually where I bought my first house at, was on the west side of Youngstown. But on the west side, if we wanted to go to the pool and the playground and the ball field, we had Bort's Field and Bort's Pool. That's where we went. And I can even bust that down a little more. I grew up on Bouquet Avenue, and Bouquet Avenue was off Mahoning Avenue. And for any of you Youngstonians, if you remember, that road was directly across from Walter's Golden Crust Bakery. That place was awesome. Yeah, if anybody has any pictures, I don't know what this would have been. I honestly don't know what that would have been, to be honest. I was gonna say pool, but I don't know. But if anybody has any pictures of Walter's Golden Crust Bakery, let me know. I'm in a couple different groups for the history of Youngstown and stuff like that. And no one has any pictures of it. So if anybody has any pictures of Walter's Golden Crust Bakery, let me know. But back to the story, at the bottom of my street, because I was almost to the end, was Shenley Park. And that was where I played, and we went to play ball and stuff like that. It's no longer there. There's a school there now. Not the school that I went to. Yeah, I don't know what this would have been. Bathhouse something. Yeah, I didn't go to the school that's there now. I went to, yeah, I don't know what this would have been. I don't know what that would have been. I don't know. I actually went to West Side Elementary. I went to West Side Elementary through kindergarten through 4th grade, and that would have been in the 70s. So if anybody went to West Side Elementary, leave it in the comments. Maybe we know each other. I don't know. But I don't even remember some of the teachers' names. I do remember one teacher, and that was Mrs. Rich. We have some history. But yeah, that auditorium in that school was awesome. I remember Christmas time, we would all get together and we would sing Christmas carols and stuff like that. That was great. But yeah, Mrs. Rich, you know what you did. Ah, man. That's cool, huh? Steps that go up. I've never been here. I don't even know which way to go. I'm assuming that way. Okay. Here's a cool bridge over here, though. Gotta go check it out. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to do this video. I was not sure how to do this video. I had a couple ideas and a couple thoughts on it, but I wanted to do it for a while now. Man, that's cool, right? Wow. Very awesome. There's an old pavilion over there. Now, see, I don't know if I would consider this an abandoned park or not. I do know that they kind of keep the area up in the summertime. It's kind of cut and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've never been down here before. But we got to go check out this. We got to go check out this gazebo, pavilion, however you want to call it. Yeah, pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Yeah, obviously people come down here though. But yeah, look at some of the old pictures of this park and you'll see some. I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, people still come down here. Look at this. Man. How cool is that? Wow. That is awesome. Still standing. Yeah, I think actually I gotta be across. I gotta be across that way. But yeah, check this out. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do this video. Actually, at the end of the video is the whole reason I wanted to make it. So we'll talk about that when I get up there. Yeah, this bridge here that we're looking at right now, this isn't the original bridge that used to be here, but this is the Lincoln Park Bridge. And it was February of 1984, February 21st, 1984, which was the same year. Hold on, I gotta stop. See, my usual getting off the subject and getting off track. I just like these bridges. But 1984, that was the same year that Van Halen's Jump album released. So that's pretty cool. But back to the bridge. In 84, this bridge actually collapsed. Not this one, but the original one that was here. It collapsed. And this is a 70-foot drop to the bottom of the gorge here. And it collapsed under the weight of a tractor trailer going through. I think it was a car hauler or something. Now, that being said, I'm not blaming the tractor trailer, because every time there's an accident or something, everybody blames it on the tractor trailer driver or whatnot. But I would go to say that back in that time, bridge inspections weren't the greatest, right? So, but I think 3 people were hurt in that accident. So yeah, that's a little crazy fact that the original one fell. Now I don't come here very often. Like I said, I never came to this park before, but I probably pass this place every week. Look at that. And this is what is considered the Dry Run Creek. This is Dry Run Creek here. And it's one of the tributaries to the Mahoning River, which is kind of cool. And the Mahoning River is like one of the main rivers in Youngstown. But yeah, Dry Creek Run. Now you could follow Dry Creek Run if you wanted, and you would go all the way. If you followed it, you would go all the way to McKelvey Lake. Actually, you would come to the dam first, is what you would come to. And although there's no trail there, you could still follow it, and it would be a raw hike. There's like I said, there's no trail there. It would be a total raw hike. But I think it'd be a fun hike. McKelvey Lake would be something to see, the dam, when you come up to the dam. But McKelvey Lake is also known for, if you know the history of Youngstown, Youngstown was a big mafia town, and they say McKelvey Lake was one of the lakes where they threw some victims in and whatnot. And they actually found guns, they found knives. I think there was I know of one. I think there was one attempted suicide there. There's the baseball field. See, this has to be open. This has to be open for people to come down, because those hoops are, yeah, the nets and stuff are still on them. So they come down here and use this. So I was just reading reviews, and everybody, oh, don't go there, it's a sketchy place, it's scary, it's not safe and that. I wouldn't advise you to come down here at night, but don't be so scared of people. I just, if you get scared, you're not living, People, we're all people. We're all people. That's nice. But yeah, isn't it, if you look at it, it's just everything's just in disrepair, Yeah, everything's just in disrepair, which is, it's a shame, because this is an awesome green space. Really awesome. Wow, look at that bridge. Maybe that was the pool that we first came on. Authorized vehicles beyond this point. Well, I don't think there's no vehicles coming through here. Wow. Dry Run Creek. This bridge is cool though, huh? But yeah, see, it's such a shame, right? Such a shame they let it go. Such a shame. I mean, there's still some lights up there and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell anybody. Ah, I bet you this would have been the pool. This looks like it would have been the pool. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, because there's a box over there. This would have been the pool. Check this out. Oh my God. Want to have a picnic? A picnic table out there. Wow. This would have been the pool, and this would have probably been where everybody would have came and with their families and just had picnics. There would have been kids running around playing ball. Wow. Wow, this is actually pretty cool back in here. Look at the old, check these lights out. Look at that. Look at the history look at that. Wow, look at that. Oh man. There's a cool looking tree. And I see a truck over there. Now, I don't understand how anybody gets down here. That is a playground over there, I see. I guess maybe you can come down here. Okay. I'll have to see because I didn't park down here. That's a cool view. Really cool view. Another pavilion over there. Now I actually don't know where I'm going, but I'm trying to get to an area of what I really wanted to talk about. And I know there's a road that goes up to it. But yeah, see, yeah, obviously it's a park because there's some swings and the lights. Another pavilion over there. That's pretty cool. And we'll get to some more out here. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Hopefully I can find the area that I'm looking for. I'm hoping. But yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know. That's bathrooms, whatnot. I don't know. Yeah, nobody's using that gazebo, I don't think. Wish I knew where I was going. Another bridge. I kind of think I gotta take that road to get to where I want to be. Let's see what's down here. Is that another bridge over there? Yeah, you know what? I want to be up that way. Like I said, if the video is kind of wonky, I don't know the park. But yeah, this is, I'm gonna have to remember this because there was a truck down here. And I don't know if he was an employee or something. I don't know. I can't tell you. Let's go take a look at this pavilion again. I like things like that. It's caving in. Who knows how much longer that's going to be here. But I'm sure people still come down here and have picnics and stuff. I would venture to say that. But yeah, why I wanted to do this video was because not the park. I wasn't even worried about the park itself. Okay, I was more not concerned. The whole reason I wanted to make the video is because of what this area was, and we're talking back in the 1700s. That was before John Young came and discovered Mill Creek, and I'll use discovered lightly, but this was way before John Young and his people discovered Mill Creek in the surrounding area. So we're talking way back. And I said I'll use discovered lightly because, and I'm not bashing anybody, I'm not bashing history. History is what it is. But I always wondered, how can you discover something when an area was already occupied? And that's not just in Youngstown, that is everywhere. That is everywhere. I dig these bridges. I guess there was a bridge I could have crossed down there. Wow, look at this. Now, way back in the 1700s, Youngstown in Mahoning County were occupied by Indians. And I want to say the Iroquois were the primary tribes in this area. There were more, of course, but I think the primary were the Iroquois. So that's what I meant about how you could discover something when it was already occupied. But he himself discovered it. He and his surveyors discovered it. I'm digging these bridges all over the place. Can you imagine what this looked like, you know, in the heyday? That'd have been great. I think I'm trying to get up there. But yeah, this area was used for a gathering place in the 1700s by different tribes. They would come down to an area called Nea To Ka, which means Council Rock, and they would 3 times a year meet at this, and it's an actual rock. And if you watch till the end of the video, you will see that rock. That's why I wanted to make the video all about Council Rock. But I figured, why not walk through the park? Let's walk through the park. We'll do that. And I show you there's a walking trail that a few years ago they actually put in. So if you didn't want to walk through the park, I mean, you've seen how it is. And you just wanted to walk, it goes above the ridge of this gorge here, and there's a parking lot, there's a church at the end of the one path, and there's a parking lot over there, so you could park at the church and then walk the trail and go back if you want. But yeah, like I said, Indians used to gather here 3 times a year 4 different celebrations. Well, let's go to 1755. Okay, check this out. Look at them steps. Let's go to 1755. 1755, they had another celebration here. They had a harvest celebration going on, which would be their last, and they didn't know that at the time. But September of 1755, they were celebrating the victory over the British. Now, why were they? What do you mean a victory over the British? Well, they were celebrating part of the French Indian War victory. The Indians actually joined with the French. And there's a lot more history to it, so if you want to read up about the French Indian War, definitely do that. Go to the library, get some books, go to the bookstore, just sit down and read a book about it, because there's more than just what I'm talking about here. There you go. How cool is that? But the British they were 1 million strong. They're probably 2 million strong. The French, they were 60,000. They were depending on the Indians to help them. The Indians actually did join forces with them. In the reason why, one of the reasons why, is because they thought by joining them and helping them beat the British, that would protect their land in their area from the white man. That was one of the reasons. That's probably a big reason why they joined forces. Well, they ended up beating the British, which would have been led by General Braddock, who actually had the help of George Washington, but a younger George Washington. But General Braddock, that sounds familiar, right? That would have been in the Pittsburgh area, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can actually go see that area of where that happened. That would be right downtown, pretty much. That's the Fort Duquesne, Fort Pitt area. But yeah, it's history. I mean, history is everywhere you look. It's awesome. Man, I dig that still. That is cool. I just dig that. I like the colors. I just like it. And I don't know how long ago, I think I want to say a few years ago, that's when they put in that walking path, and that's actually right around the bend, that you can go get that. There's just no parking over here anywhere, so you would have to park at the church. But I think they painted this, and I guess they tried to make it look a little better, but it looks desolate, right? So it almost makes you think it's abandoned. Yeah, see, they have everything. Everything's closed. All the entrances are closed everywhere. But it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, I read reviews, and like I said, people, it's sketchy. Don't come here. Don't go there. You know, whatever. Come on. I like that tree over there. Let's get back to the story, because I start talking and I go off subject. September 1755, celebrating the victory over General Braddock. All the tribes came here. Well, not all of them. I'm going to say there was like 5 or 6 tribes. We're talking Iroquois, Delaware, Shawnee, Mingo. Just, you know, those were, there was more. Those are the 4 I can think offhand. When they came here, there was about 3,000. Now just think, none of this was here, right? None of this was here. None of this. This would have been all farmland over here. So if you look at old pictures, you'll be able to see, you know, drawings and stuff, because, you know, obviously no one took photos of that, but you would have been able to get an idea of what this area looked like. Well, anyway, there was about 3,000 Indians that came here for that celebration. They had a big harvest feast going on, and in the middle of that celebration, no one knows for sure of what exactly happened, but a windstorm came in. Some say it was a tornado. Like I said, nobody really knows for sure. There were 3 chiefs that died. There was 300 other tribesmen, squaws, and children that died in that windstorm, because trees were toppled over, teepees were blown down. So a lot of death. And all said and done, they buried the dead. They left and they did not return. They didn't use this spot in this area again. They took it that it was a sign from the Great Spirits that the Great Spirit was angry, so they left. Now there's still some ancestry in the area. I wouldn't think much, and if you're watching a video and you are you know, Indian, leave a comment, you know, because you probably had stories passed down to you, you know, and you know the best. I want to say the Black Snake tribe was like the last in the area. Again, if you know more than I do, more information, put it in the comments. That's what it's there for. We like to see that. I definitely like to see that, because I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I said in past videos that I tell you the history that I know. Okay? Now, again, I want to mention, during that storm, a single bolt of lightning came down. And I told you Council Rock was actually a rock, right? Well, a single bolt of lightning came down and split the rock, and I would say split it in half, but it did not split it in half. It split it about quarter way down the rock. And that's the reason why they thought the Great Spirits were mad, between the deaths and the rock being split, the lightning. That's why they didn't return. Now, here's the Lincoln Park sign. If you look at old pictures, this wasn't always like that. There was, I think, like 4 separate things, and it told the history. It told the history of some of the Indians. Now, I did tell you Council Rock was a real rock, right? Check this out. Nea To Ka. Nea To Ka. Council Rock. Now this has been painted. This has been painted. So this ain't like the natural. I mean, of course, some of the natural stone comes out of it, but there is where the lightning bolt struck and cracked it. Now just imagine, nothing else around you, nothing, no houses, just all field, farmland, hills. But that's a pretty big rock, right? That's cool, right? That is awesome. Now, another crazy fact, which you're gonna be like, what? That can't be proven. They don't know if that's really what happened or not. How crazy is that? But the story is in history books. It's in paintings, it's in poems, it's in writings, it's in storytelling. So, you know, it's one of those legends, lore, stories that just no one knows, but everyone knows. Crazy. What makes it kind of believable, which I believe it, what makes it more believable is that when they were building the Hazleton Furnace, which is was around this area, there's actually Indian burial grounds that they found. So that's puts it more in the believable section, I would think. Well, yeah, Nea To Ka. This was the place where everybody gathered, all the Indian tribes gathered for celebrations 3 times a year. Yeah, see that bend way down there? That's, if you go around there, there's a gate, and that's where the actual walking trail would be. That you could walk and I guess feel safe, whatever. I didn't have no problem with it. It was sketchy because I never been down there before. I wasn't scared of, you know, whatever. I didn't know what to expect though, so, because I had heard stories that it was a bad park back in the day, whatever. But, you know, you can't believe everything you hear. So I think this is where I'm gonna end my video on here, and this was the whole reason I wanted to do this story. Like I said, I didn't know where I wanted to start the video. If I would have started from that sign, it would have been a 5-minute video and just walking up to Council Rock. So I was like, yeah, let me just walk through the whole park, you know, because I don't know how many people actually been to that park or seen that park and how long. So hopefully that brought some kind of memories if this was your park. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Where the next adventure is going to be, I have no clue. The weather's getting crazy. It's getting crappy. I don't like cold weather. So I probably won't be doing as much. I will be doing some, but I may not be doing much because most of my videos are hiking and walking. So yeah, that being said, I think what I want to do is I want to dedicate this video to all the Indian tribes, whoever lost their land and freedom to the stubbornness and greed of the white man. That's what this video is dedicated to. And their land didn't get stolen here. They left because of the Great Spirit. They thought the Great Spirit was angry. So it wasn't really stolen from them, but it does happen, and it still happens. If you watch my video, Two Sides to Every Damn Story, you'll get another look, a better look on what happens to the Indians in their land. It's all about the Kinzua Dam up in Pennsylvania. So watch that. But yeah, I want to dedicate this video to the Indian tribes. That's what this one's dedicated to. But I'm gonna leave it there because I actually got a little walk that I gotta do, so to get back to where I parked. But again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it, and until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that's gonna be, I don't know, like I said, but we're sure to find one. Fred Malange. Well, guess what? I haven't done this in a long time, but I lied. It wasn't the end of the video. When I got back to my car, I was like, you know, I should have showed everybody where that parking lot was, where the walking trail was. So, I'm at the corner of Jackson and Park. There's downtown, or not downtown Youngstown, but there's Youngstown down here. St. Angela Marisi Parish. This is the beginning of the walking trail. Nice church too, so you can check that out. Let's go, matter of fact, let's go check it out now. See how my videos I go off subject. I just go off, completely off subject. But I always like churches. Yeah, check that out. Look at that. Wow. How cool, huh? Yeah, I like I said, I got into my car and I was like, I'm gonna go show them where that walking trail was. So if you get to this church, okay, and there's a statue up here. I'll walk by that too. I just love these old churches though. Love stone churches. But there's the parking lot, okay? There's where I was just at. There's a parking lot you can park at. Right over there, welcome to Lincoln Park. Historic Lincoln Park. And there's a, let's walk by the statue. There's the other side of the church. Okay, but isn't why I came here, but it's here, so I figured I'd show you. So if you park in the parking lot, you get to the church, you park in the parking lot, and then you walk up here. Yeah, welcome to historic Lincoln Park. Established 1905. 1905 and closed in the mid-80s. But is it really closed? That's what I mean, the pool's closed and stuff like that, but I didn't see no trespassing signs, only that authorized vehicles only. So I don't know. But here's the walking path. And I guess you could take your bike here too if you wanted. But this is the walking path that I was telling you about. And this would go all the way. You could actually park here and walk and take that little thing and go to the rock, Council Rock, and go check out Council Rock. But this, it doesn't actually go in to the bed. It follows on top. So you'll get some of the green area. I mean, it's not green right now because it's winter time, but you'll be able to walk through the park and feel safe, I guess. Because and I only say that because of the reviews. if you look up Lincoln Park, now if you do look up Lincoln Park, you know it's not going to be the band that all their songs sound alike. It's going to be Lincoln Park in Youngstown, Ohio. But yeah, you'll read some of the reviews, and I could see some of the stuff that people say on the reviews happening, but I felt okay. You know, I was okay. And obviously people still use it, because especially seeing the basketball court. But yeah, that would be the path. So I really wanted to show everybody that, and not just point and be like, oh, it's over there. So yeah, now you get to see, and I don't know, maybe you're really religious, you want to check out the church, maybe you'll get to go to mass or something too, before a walk or after a walk. I don't know, but I think now would be the end of the video. But yeah, I wanted to show everybody that. So now you know that you can walk the walking trail, and you have a safe, this is the parking lot, so you have a safe area to park at. You don't have to worry about parking on the road anywhere. And there you are. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the video now. So we will see you next time. Verder Malang.